Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Hurts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a give right side. Scott. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Jacobs. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On play action, now Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Second and 10. Now Carr. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Alex Singleton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Carr. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there for Philly. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Carr now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Here's Ward to return.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards remain for second down. They go play action with Hurts.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Hurts finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Scott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. $5 yards remain on 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run with Sanders. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here's Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a give right side. Scott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Eagles are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to his left.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
79 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Quickly, a slant to Renfro.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Brown. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000? What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out